Good morning, y'all. How is it going? Welcome on into the live. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, y'all already know what is going on up in here. I am Jamila Evans. Welcome, licensed cosmetologist, curl educator, and sometimes on this channel I talk to beauty professionals. Sometimes on this channel I talk about mental health, and sometimes on this channel I do my hair and teach y'all how to do y'all's own hair. But today we are talking to the beauty pros. Today, my hope for this live is that it will find the hairstylists or the professionals of any craft, like, hope that it helps them find this and understand the importance of showing up on YouTube, and the fact that content creators who are not licensed have really taken over, and the only way to undo the education or miseducation, if you will, that is widespread is to show up as a professional and take back the rightful place of informing the general public. If this gets choppy, if the audio gets crazy, I am riding through the boonies. It will clear up. Once I get where I'm going, we will have a clear stream. I just like to get started so that I can bring people in, and then by the time the message gets really, really good, we will, be able to be seated in one spot, and I can really tap in with you all. As y'all coming in, this is an interactive live. We like to speak, we like to share our thoughts. So feel free to chime in and show love, all right? So just a little bit of background information. I have been licensed for the past 10 years. Good morning, y'all. I have been licensed for the past 10 years, but I have loved hair always, okay? So the reason I got into hair is because I was actually failing in college, okay? I was at a university studying accounting, and child, I got into them 300 level classes, and I said, who about to be an accountant? Not Jamila. And so I literally stopped mid-semester to go to hair school, and completed hair school and went back and finished up my degree. Okay, so that was 10 years ago, back in 2013, 11 years ago. All right, so when I got into the industry, Instagram was just like starting to take over. There was really nobody in my area who was using it how I began to use it. Okay, so back then I wasn't Texture, I was Hair by Mila. And so I started using hashtags. That's what hashtags was like, just starting, right? So hashtag Marley Twist. I used to do Marley Twist, y'all. Hashtag whatever style, wash and go, so on and so forth. And it really did help me build a clientele. So I am a new school marketer when it comes to finding clientele. I never really had to pass out business cards, but I do still believe in them. I still believe in flyers, but you have got to have the work to back it, okay? You have got to have the personality, pizzazz, and the people skills to back it. You just can't hand somebody no business card and just think they're gonna come sit in your chair. That's not how that works, okay? The business card seals the deal, okay? Oh, you need my information? We've already built a little contact situation going on. Here goes my card, so you can have it with you, so you can find me. One moment, y'all. We at one moment. Yes, man. I'm not using my mobile app. Man, I like to have a sausage biscuit, please, and that'd be all. Thank you. One moment, y'all. Hold on, my door.
You got the sausage biscuit and the tea?
No, just the sausage biscuit. Mm-hmm.
You said just the sausage biscuit?
Alright, I got a sausage biscuit, one sausage and a muffin. I got the mustard, and what was the other item? I got you. Anything else? Okay. I got you. Anything else for this order?
You have a good one.
Thank you, same to you.
Alright, well, let's open it coming out.
Y'all, David was new. he was new. Um, if y'all are new here, in the morning times, I drop the kids off. I get me a little breakfast, and then we go get situated in my office. Sometimes the office is a coffee shop. Sometimes the office is, um, Barnes and Nobles. It all depends. Yes, thank you. Same to you. But today, the office is going to be um, the coffee shop. So we do that, and then we get situated where we're going, and then we get into the meat of the information. So like I was saying, business cards and flyers do still work, but you can't just hand them out and think that people are just gonna book with you. And I print out 50 flyers. Why aren't people in my chair? Like, that's not how that works. So, but the main thing about this live today is to talk about the fact that specifically when the natural hair community, we have natural hair influencers, right? We have all of the curly girls coming on here trying products, being sent products, being on the PR team, for these companies. And so some of these things that they might be saying about these hair products might be truthful. Some of them might be, biased or whatever. But, child, but at the end of the day, they have not studied hair. They have not gone to school to understand how hair works, the science of hair. And then also, they don't even know how products are actually meant to be used. So products, when you buy products from the back of the ingredients, where the directions and things are at, generally they do not tell you exactly how to use the product. They don't tell you the best way to put the product on their hair, how much to put, or when they're saying how much to put, you're like, chat, a dime size amount, who is doing that, right? So what a hairstylist is going to have is experience, right? They're going to get the education, they're going to partner it with the experience, and they're going to be able to cater the hair care regimen and just overall the routine to you and your hair and your specific needs. Okay, that's what a hairstylist is going to do for you, should do for you. If YouTube, if the natural hair girlies are going to YouTube because they having hair challenges and they want to find someone who is having the same challenge, and then that person tells them, hey, this is what I did for my hair, okay, that may have worked for that lady, but that might not work for your hair. And if you had went to a cosmetologist or you went to a licensed professional, they would have told you, oh yeah, no, she thought that worked for her hair, but did she come back and tell you 3 months later that her hair actually is worse off than it was, or her scalp is worse off than it actually was, right? So this is why there is an issue, right? And there are so many people who are making content that there is no professional voices, right? The main hairstyles that come to mind for me are going to be Deeper Than Hair, okay, or Mo Knows Hair, or there's even one I saw the other day. What's her name? Oh, 1212, right? So for the people who are writing, so for really quickly, little housekeeping, we don't do trolls over here. So I already removed somebody's message from Russell, okay? I also am American and only speak one language, which is English. So the comments that are in other languages, we appreciate you, but if you're saying something that is not proper, that if someone else comes back and watches this in the future, then like, yeah, that's not gonna work for me. So we're gonna remove those, okay? Hold on, because that's not what this is for. This channel is for people who genuinely want the knowledge and the education. I'm a real person. I'm sharing my heartfelt emotions and experience and knowledge. And so anything that distracts from that, being that I do in fact have ADHD, it's not gonna work over here. We're just gonna remove it and we're gonna move on swiftly, professionally, and promptly, okay? So like I was saying, where the natural hair YouTube space is at, and we'll speak about natural hair in particular, but this goes for any profession. There's a lot of controversy going on right now. All of the drama, all of the negative things, all of that overshadows like the authentic and true hair care, right? And it's all about popularity, right? So anyone who has a huge following, their information and their thoughts and their beliefs are going to be pushed out over what may be factual or what may be actual, like what it should be. And so when I come on here to share with you all my wash day, when we do our hair together, so I did my hair a week ago, and I came in on here in the salon, I washed my hair, I showed you the products, I told you how I use the products, I told you maybe your hair might not be as thick as mine, you might need to use less of this product, right? I did that. I keep on doing that. I'm going to keep on doing that, because once someone finds me, then they'll be able to ask their questions in real time, because I'm doing this live. They're not pre-recorded videos. The people will be able to find the products that I use. They can try products that have been recommended, and they don't have to be product junkies and have all these different, spend all this money and waste all their time and their energy. Okay, so I'm trying to prevent trial and error for you. Okay, you're gonna have a little bit of a, you got to figure out some things, but you don't have to figure out everything. So everything that I have figured out, I want to give to you. And so if you are a hairstylist and you are debating on if you should be on social media in general, the answer is absolutely yes. And if you're debating on if you should, where you should be at, if it should be Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, or TikTok, do whatever you would like. However, I would like for you to consider YouTube as your home base, because there's longevity in it, there's sustainability in it, there is a long game in YouTube. All right, and your whatever you put onto YouTube is evergreen. It's not going to just be here today, gone tomorrow. I did videos 6 months ago that are still doing numbers today because they were good videos then, and they're good videos now, and they're still going to help the people they helped then. They're going to help more people now, right? So really quickly says, what do you think about the controversy surrounding my Yale products? So you have to go back and watch our live the other day, because my Yale got some stuff going on. Okay, and the thing about it all is, sometimes when controversy is happening and when stuff is like going on like in real time, you have to really see how it shakes out. If you're someone who really likes to give a well-rounded perspective and opinion on things like that, you really have to, like, because sometimes the truth that appears to be like obvious in the beginning, some stuff come out and you be like, oh girl, how the situation is being handled, I don't know. I maybe wouldn't. I think that it's unfortunate that there are a large amount of people who are experiencing the things that they are speaking of. Do they correlate? Do they relate? I'm going to ask questions before I, give answers. I need more answers to give my own answer. At the end of the day, what I will say is that the things that that company has done and grown before being bought, or before having someone come in and partner, because I guess she has not completely sold, that she is still the CEO, if you will, and I could be using the wrong terms, but she still has the hand in the product line. Okay, so before she bought in a partner, a big name, she did great things to get to that point. So let's not discredit, right? There's so many things that you have to put out. There's so many, you can't just have a general blanket statement about it all. I do think it's unfortunate, again, that the women have experienced, women and other, people have experienced these challenges. I think that any hair challenge is unfortunate, and that's why I do what I do. It's just proper education. Okay, proper education. If you realize that your shedding is increasing, then that is a sign, regardless of what product it is, to stop using that product. And if you had came on to the channel and watched the video that I did on excessive shedding, you would have been like, oh, 1, 2, 3, oh, I'm up out of here, because this is not adding up. Okay, you wouldn't go months and weeks. Okay, and then I did see some videos where stuff looked like it might have been immediate. I'm gonna let it shake out a little bit more. I know that everybody's jumping on the bandwagon and everybody has their opinions right now, but I'm gonna come do a little bit more research, make sure that I'm not speaking, unprofessionally, and give you more context to how I feel about it. But that's for now. All right, Jim, have a great day, and goodbye. Okay, so let's see here. Someone says, Noodlehead? I ain't never heard of no Noodlehead. I had to read your message because I wasn't sure if you was trolling me when I read Noodlehead. Someone says, really quickly, twin sisters, hey girl, let me really quick, I'm gonna go all the way up to the top. Hey Inga, I just want to make sure I'm thorough. Pat, I'm so sorry I didn't get you anything. I'm pretty selfish. I'm just now learning to think about other people in certain ways, so that's just a truthful moment from me. um so Jamila, hey girl, love a good name twin, says, girl, game, get you some noodle head from Sally's, just the cream. I'm a natural hair girly and have been using for most of my life. Noodle head. Have y'all ever heard of that? And the cream, so is it a leave-in or is it like a twisting cream? Because I only use 5 types of products for the main part. For you all, what I teach you all is about 5 main products. So is it a leave-in or is it like a twist cream? Because I already got my holy grails. I'm willing to try a new product, but I don't believe in being a product junkie. So tell me why you love it so much, and I might be able to go grab it. Okay, I will go back and watch. Yeah, please. It's the one where it's my last wash day. I think it says Curl Salon wash day. It's like 3 or 4 lives down. Hi, in Jones We Trust. Thank you for coming back, girl. I love seeing the same names like over and over again. I'm like, yes, y'all are tuning in. Right. I was like, are people just jumping on the bandwagon at okay, right? So your energy seems dope. I support you. I'm subscribing now. Thanks, D'Angelo. All right, so back to the main thing. Okay, so real quick, 10 years ago, I got on Instagram coming into the industry. I started using hashtags, right? I was Hair by Mila. I then rebranded and decided to become more of a an actual business. Hair by Mila was cute, okay? Hair by Mila was, it's just like styles by da 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 da, or images by, or creations by, or it's very generic in my opinion. And maybe some people might think that texture is very generic, but I then became texture, hair care, and education, and now we're just plain hair texture education, right? And so I continued to post on Facebook. I continued to post on Instagram. I would go live. I would do reels. I would share stories. So I infused my personal brand into my beauty business. Okay. So people not only bought into my talents and my skills, they also bought into me as a person. Okay. So just recently, I took and dropped all of the hair. I don't identify as my salon anymore. I am Jamila Evans on everything. Okay. And so what that did for me is it allowed me to speak about any and everything. I don't have to just talk about hair no more. Okay. Because you didn't come over here for just hair. You came over for Jamila Evans. All right. And not to sound egotistical, but you came over here for whatever is the topic of the day. So the miseducation of YouTube when it comes to natural hair is really why I say, okay, Jamila, everything that you've been educating in real life on Instagram and on Facebook, those aren't spaces where people are really going to consume long format content, right? Instagram is for scrolling. TikTok and Facebook, we're all scrolling, okay? So if I'm coming on and I'm just like, yeah, girl, because this is why your hair is splitting, and this is why your hair is tangled, and this is why your hair is dry. And then I go on and I proceed to tell you about the makeup of the hair and how you need to deep cleanse the buildup off of your hair and how water isn't getting in because you have oil and other products like creating a shield on the hair. Someone has already tapped out, right? Someone else has already said fling, and I can't even get my point across to them, right? And so I never get the ability, or you never get the ability to say, hey, what you may know about your hair, you it's not factual. If you are enjoying this YouTuber's content, amazing. However, she is just doing her own hair. She is not sitting and talking and hearing and getting data in from dozens and hundreds of women. She knows her hair, and her hair may be phenomenal. Her hair is, because all she does all day long is record her doing her own hair. So of course her hair is amazing. Of course, she's going to other hairstylists and having people and partnering with other hairstylists, so her hair looks phenomenal. But that doesn't mean that she knows how to tell you what to do with your hair. She may understand what to do with her own hair, but your hair may be different from her hair, right? And so I'm encouraging hairstylists, if you're watching this, to get onto YouTube, to pop up. And if you don't know where to start, let's start from the beginning, okay? Just pop up a phone, an iPhone. You don't need no fancy gear, okay? An iPhone in front of a window. You ain't got no lighting, that's fine. If you ain't got no audio, that's fine. A phone. It could be an iPhone 10 for all I care. It could be an iPhone 7. Okay, pop it up. Use the back camera. Do a time lapse, record your whole service or record a portion of the service. You can start with shorts. It don't got to be a whole production. You could do a 15 to 60-second video that's going to be on your shorts with a voiceover. Or you can do the whole service from start to finish, because people like to see transformation. People want to see someone come in with their hair looking like this and walking out with it looking defined and hanging and bouncy and flowy. People want to see that. And you can just put jazz music behind it if you want people to start watching you and consuming you and buying into you until you get comfortable. It's a little encouraging to see people are actually like watching your stuff. So once you've done that, you might want to do a little voiceover. You might want to come in and say, hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm such and such and such, and today we're doing this service. This client has been, and you can then tell someone who, you can tell them about the client's journey, because that client's journey may be similar to someone else who's watching it. This client has come to me, she's been coming to me for about a year. She deals with a little bit of traction alopecia around her edges because she has thin edges. She's been wearing box braids and wigs for many years, and she wants to stop doing that so that we can try to maximize or prevent any further damage to her edges. She also has dandruff and dry hair. These are the things that I do to her hair to promote hair growth around her hairline that you may want to try at home. Or these are the things that we're doing to ensure that her dandruff stays at bay. Number one, before we give you any tips and tricks, know that this is going to work on her and that you should consult with me. I do virtual consultations. Boom, 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 boom. So now you're starting to not only get clients from in your city, you get people from all over the world. I had a curl cut that I did with a lady on Zoom. She has a mohawk. She was already taking clippers and doing her sides, but she wasn't cutting this part because she was afraid, she was scared. But clearly she was comfortable enough with cutting her own hair and using clippers. So I said if she maybe had a little bit more education, a little bit more confidence, she probably would cut her hair up here. I don't know what the natural hair industry looks like in Abu Dhabi, but essentially the woman decided to cut her own hair because maybe she couldn't find nobody to do that part. So I got on Zoom with this woman, wrote her in her DM, said, hey girl, would you feel comfortable if I showed you how to cut your hair? Boom, virtual client. Just like that. And all I had to do was pop up a camera and just be like, girl, okay, get your clips, hold your hair up like this, cut your hair like that. And this is 2024. Okay, you could either be a 1990s hairstylist, an early 2000 hairstylist, or you could be a 2024, 2030, 2040 hairstylist. Someone said, hello, hey Cameron. Someone says, how can I link up for questions with my daughter saying she is mixed and I would like to take better care for her? If you go to my page really quick, that question was a little unclear, but I'm assuming that you need further assistance. If you go to my channel page, I have links in the bio. You can do a virtual consultation with me. And it is a paid consultation, but we will record it and I will send it to you, so you will always have that information. The thing about me, and when we do work together, I want you to have all the resources. So if it's something that you need recorded, or something like even in person, like say I style your hair and you want to recreate it, I will record a portion of your service, and then I will also send you YouTube videos that relate to the things that we talked about in the salon with products and all other crazy stuff. So I'm gonna do a step-by-step for you. So yeah, I hope that helps, John. Go to my main page and find the link to book a consultation so we can talk deeper. And if you have like any general questions, I don't mind answering them on here right now too. It's leaving. My Puerto Rican godmother bought me a tube, so I tried it on a whim, and girl, my curls never look better. Okay, that's the Noodlehead. what was it called? Noodlehead. Okay, Jamila, I'm gonna listen to you only because your name is Jamila. I'm gonna go try to find me some. I don't know if we have it in the stores here, but I will Google, if I can remember, I will Google Noodlehead, which sounds so crazy. Let's see. I love your hair. Thank you so much. Hello. All right. So I am not a politician. We don't talk politics on this channel. So leave your political views at home. Okay. Thanks. And so, yes, YouTube is an amazing place in general for anyone to share whatever they want to share, which is what's happening, right? But the everyday woman, the everyday naturalista, the woman who is not licensed, is showing up on YouTube more than the professional hairstylist is, okay? Why? Oh, because the professional hairstylist is, thank you so much, the professional hairstylist is slaving, for lack of better words, 9 to 5, 8 to 10, and they're not taking any time to grow their online presence. They don't even have a Google business listing. People are wanting more clients or wanting to elevate their salon experience or afraid to raise their prices, but you wouldn't be worried about that if you had new clients coming and seeing you and would be willing to pay more money. You don't want to raise your prices because you don't want to upset the clients that's currently sitting in your chair. If you had new people coming and see you and they didn't even know your old prices, that wouldn't be an issue. Well, how do they find you? Oh, they find you because you're online. That could be Google, that could be Instagram, that could be any social media platform. But I tell people to go all in on Google business listings and all in on YouTube. Okay, that's where I'm at now. I did Facebook, I did Instagram. They've been great to me. Thank you. But YouTube, you get to build relationships with people. Like, for instance, what was his name? John. No offense. I just have bad memory. I think his name was John. He just asked about learning more about his daughter's hair because she's biracial. Hey, if you are currently enjoying the content and what I'm talking about, feel free to book a consultation. Okay? What do you think my nationality is? Nation-wise, I live in America. Okay? And you don't have to ask the question 15 times. Okay? Let's be... Listen. YouTube, you trying me this morning. Okay? I'm going to get up off of here, y'all. The main message was hairstylists, new, young, old, veterans. If you are looking to segue from behind the chair, if you need new clients, if you want to elevate your anything about your life, create a YouTube channel. Okay? If you do not have a Google business listing, sign up for one. It takes 5 minutes. Okay? If I type in your name, Creations by Yvette, and you don't pop up on Google, you have an issue. If I type in Yvette Smith, and this is a random name, don't know if this is a real person, so sorry if it is. If I type it in, what comes up for you on Google? Does your business page come up? Do achievements and recognition pop up? Are you involved in your community? Like, are you more than a hairstylist, or are you just a hairstylist? Do you care about your career path? Is this just a craft and a hobby or a hustle, a side hustle, or have you invested in this? You know what I mean? I'm going to read these comments in a second because y'all know me. I get sidetracked. I really want to encourage you all to, especially if you've been doing it for 5 years or more, or you can come out the gate swinging. When I went to Bronner Brothers and spoke in New Orleans back last month, I think, the first lady to show up for our class was a 19-year-old little girl. She did not even have a license. She the youngest thing up in here. She don't have a license. Why are you sitting in our class, girl? What do you want to learn about healthy hair care? Like, why are you in here? She brought a pen and a pad. She's taking notes. So she about to come out the door swinging. She ain't even went and got her hair. She's not even in hair school. She knows she wants to do hair, and she knows she wants to provide healthy hair care. And she wants to study. Okay, so who do you think she's gonna be in 3 years, in 5 years, in 10 years? Because she sat in that class that day and because she moves how she moves. Okay, you can move. You don't have to. The thing that keeps on coming to me here lately is I am more than a hairstylist, and I probably end up getting a shirt for it. And I already knew that. I didn't have to tell myself that. I just started moving that way, but it just keeps on reiterating itself. When I'm in rooms of people networking, this tomorrow, what's today? Friday, I have a networking event. I may find another hairstylist in that room, but I may be the only hairstylist. And so I don't want to lead with I'm a hairstylist. Actually, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm not a hairstylist. I'm not. I'm an educator. I'm a curl educator if you want to be specific. And what I do is I teach women and beauty professionals not only how to care for their hair, but also how to build their brands online. Okay. I have used the internet, I have used social media to take little old Jamila from Fayetteville, North Carolina, into Jamila Evans, who talks online and who shares what she's learned, whether it be about mental health, about mothering and parenthood, postpartum. I'm a flow through entity. So, and it has provided opportunities that I could never imagine. Getting on planes, speaking on stages, being in rooms. The 40 under 40 ceremony that I was in a few Thursdays ago, in our city, we have this award called 40 under 40. They do class of. So I was class of 2021. Class of 2021 did not get a ceremony because it was during the pandemic. Well, a new person comes into the Fayetteville Observer's our newspaper. A new person comes onto their team and realizes that we were never properly recognized, and they want to finally give us a ceremony. And so we joined with the 2024 class. Okay, so 80 recipients or alumni are getting, their awards. They're walking across stage, and the senator, one of our state senators, spoke. Her name is Val Applewhite. I said, now would you look at this? Okay, I probably, if I'm not mistaken, was also the only hairstylist in that room as well. And I said, okay, connections. Okay, I see you. So I say all of this to say, go deep. Okay, period, poo. Thank you, but we don't even give it no shine. I don't know if y'all realize, but I've stopped. Ooh, I'm sorry. Undo. I didn't mean to do that. One moment, y'all. Belinda, thank you so much. Jamila, thank you so much. It's a Sally's exclusive. This is the one who need to get up out of here. It's so crazy. It's so crazy that people really just take the time to be nuisances. Is that a word? Is that how y'all make it plural? To be a nuisance. All right, y'all. I pop up on here about a few times a week live. If you see me in salon, we doing some hair. We talking about hair. If you see me in my car, we could be talking about anything. Generally, I'm talking about mental health and life and productivity hacks because I dealt with ADHD. I talk about that heavily because people don't really know what it looks like in real time. People think that, especially ADHD in women, that hyperactivity and overactivity that's happening in little boys and men that we're seeing in the comments right now, that happens inside of our mind. It doesn't happen, we're not as impulsive, at least not my type of ADHD. There's 3 different types. You can be inattentive, which is what I have, or what I am challenged with. You could be hyperactive or overactive, and then you can be a combination, and then it kind of varies throughout the month and throughout your life and throughout the seasons or whatever. But anyway, I talk about that on here because there are other women who actually struggle with it, and I would like to consider myself successful. I would like to be more successful, so I'm constantly finding ways to hack my brain, if you will, or to find new ways of being able to keep up routines and regimens, which is necessary for success. And I find that challenging because of how my brain works. So, means to say, that's what you'll find over here. So, hair care hacks, life hacks, productivity hacks, knowledge and information for beauty professionals. At the end of the day, I just want to make sure that whoever can learn something from what I've learned, that they have it. All right. So if this helped you, or if you enjoyed it, subscribe, share it with someone. Someone says, how would you go about finding a good braider that won't wreck my hair? Well, it's really hard to be honest. Honestly, sometimes you never know that a hairstylist is bad until you take your hair out. I think that the things that I talked about today, it would be easier if more people shared who they were, who actually educate their clientele online, and you'll be able to see what their passion and like how much they care for their craft. I would ask your hairstylist, if you have a go-to curl provider, hair care provider, ask them for a recommendation in your city, in your area, because they would know that better. The few things that I say about hairstylists in general, about finding a quality hairstylist that may help you find a quality braider, is are they on Google? Can you find them on Google? That just shows a level of professionalism. Once you go to their Instagram page or their booking site, is it warm and welcoming? Okay. As you're reading through how to book with them, how's your booking experience with them? As you're reading through, is the booking experience giving you like standoffish vibes? Like, are you not feeling welcome? Like, are you starting to feel like a little leery? If you're getting those feelings in your gut as you're booking, and as you're like, before you even meet this person, so if your online experience with finding and getting to and getting into their chair is not pleasant, that right there, no, move around. And it's unfortunate because there just may not be a quality braider in your area, or there may only be one or two, and they usually are really, really booked. So whoever is really, really booked, they may be worth the wait. There may be a reason why they're like that. I hope that helped. And then lastly, one last thing, book a consultation with them. I know it may not be common for braiders to do consultations, but if they do one, that right there alone, and then as you're doing the consult, and they might even do like virtual consults if they know better, they can answer any question that you may have with them. Hope that helps. Jamila says, yep, that ADHD be ADHDing sometimes. Not sometimes. From the time you wake up and even in your sleep, the ADHD be ADHDing. I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to participate in the comments and sharing the information that you shared. Noodleheads cream. The cream only. It's a Sally's exclusive. So Jamila said y'all should try it. I'm just saying what she said. Once I try it, then I'll be able to say the same if I feel the same. Ella says, I have ADHD and autism. Girl, come. Are you home? Do you need to subscribe? Have you watched my mental health videos? I have a whole playlist on them. I have a playlist on ADHD, and I have a playlist on mental health in general. Mental health and healing. Because healing, ooh, child. Ooh. Charles said, beautiful. Thank you so much. Dave says, okay, I guess I'm going to have to check a few out. And yeah, you have to do research, okay? And hope for the best. I'm hoping for the best for you. It's crazy out here, and I'm out here, so I know it's crazy. Some people have been super mean to me and really unprofessional. Don't give them your money. They'll stop being unprofessional because they'll be out of employment. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. I gotta go do some work. I'm gonna try to do some work. I'm about to go get me some. I'm gonna give me a. So, what's y'all Starbucks drink? What do y'all drink from Starbucks? What do y'all order? Because I got two main orders. I used to drink something else, but I have two main orders. I will either do, maybe I got a few. I'll do a regular coffee or iced coffee with white chocolate mocha and cream. That's like just my plain regular dago because I'm a simple girl, okay? Or when I'm feeling fancy, I will do a matcha latte with toffee nut. Okay? Those are my drinks. No whip. Never no whip. Ew. I hate whip. I order a caramel iced latte. Okay. You know, caramel is just so sweet. I already feel like I'm not supposed to be drinking whatever I'm drinking, so I don't want to make it extra, extra bad. Is the content on your YouTube? Which content, Brittany? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Everything. Oh yes, those playlists. Those playlists are on YouTube. Yeah. When you go to my page, if you hit playlists, I have 4 playlists. And goodbye. Sorry, y'all. These comments, y'all are on. They are on one today. The trolls are on one today, and it's all right because we've been fortified for this. We've been trained for this. Y'all been trying me for months now, and so it ain't nothing. I done figured out how to hide you, block you, and all of those things. And I get a ice brew as well. Now, child, that the nitro at Dunkin', you want to be up for days? I'm joking, but it is strong. Ella said, oh no, Charles says, I love one day to have coffee with you. Charles, go ahead, Charles. Have a great day though. Brown sugar and oat milkshake and espresso. Cool. Mental health. Yeah, that like I said, Brittany, I hope that was clear. My playlists are on my channel. I have a playlist, free game for beauty pros. Okay, so all the videos, this video will go into it. It kind of is a little all over the place, but this video will go in the free game for beauty pros. I talk about social media. I talk about picking a platform. I talk about, you know, what you should be doing coming out of hair school. If you like apprenticeships, the fact that those are no more, being a junior stylist, being a shampoo girl, like being willing to pay your dues to get where you're trying to go. Okay, so too many people come out of hair school and want to immediately be getting to the bread, and you may very well be. However, the great majority of people do need to go work underneath someone. So all those videos are under free game for beauty pros. I have mental health and healing, and then I have adulting with ADHD. These are two different playlists. One is all of the videos on ADHD and trying to be productive and get things done with that. And the other one is talking about mental health, which of course is a spillover of the ADHD. And I'm just talking about like my postpartum journey. I'm talking about the healing from family trauma in my childhood. You know, just a little bit about that if you are curious. Because y'all, I'm assuming y'all all are new here. I'm 34 years old. I am in North Carolina, and my mom was in the military. She was a drill sergeant, and so she was a very interesting mom as far as that's concerned. And we also know sometimes in our community that moms have to be both roles, right? Well, with that, my dad has been in my life. I've known of him, but I never really built a relationship with him until I turned 18. He has been in and out of long-term stays, being incarcerated, if you will. So my dad has been home for about 2-3 years, I think now. He did have a small stint when he went back, but since coming back this time, he probably has no probability of going back in because all of his legal matters are cleared. And so we are all on a path of moving forward. Okay, I have twins who are 3 years old, so they're the only grandchildren on my mom's side. And so with their entry into the world, everyone has a newfound purpose and reason for acting like they got some sense, for lack of better words, right? And so because I was unapologetic about my mental health and my journey and my healing, it is now starting to literally spill over and affect the people around me. They may not be going to therapy, but they won't be handling me a certain kind of way because I set up proper boundaries. And so it has kind of made them show up a certain way. And so I talk about all of that and like the progression and, you know, all of that in that mental health playlist. And the last playlist is Curl Care Made Simple. Okay, duh. So I want you all to know how to take care of y'all hair, and I don't want y'all to be confused, and I don't want y'all to spend hours and hours on y'all hair, and I want y'all hair to be down y'all back, and I want y'all to have whatever hair goals that y'all want to have, like reach whatever hair goals y'all want to have. I want y'all to know. So that's what the Curl Care Made Simple is, and I mean, I make it simple. Okay, you wouldn't wash dirty dishes without water. Why are you not making sure that your hair is properly wet? Like that, but very like in your face, because I'm pretty blunt. I think it might be the ADHD and the drill sergeant mama. It's with love though. I care. I genuinely care. I just like to deliver things like straight because I want you to get it. I don't want to waste your time, and I want you to remember it. And so sometimes I say outlandish things. Like the other day we was talking about Michael Jackson curls versus Kunta Kinte curls. You'll never forget the analogy, right? Or you'll never forget the comparison. Sorry, y'all. I had to cool y'all off. Y'all got a little overheated in window. But I do thank y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. That's a sign from God, Chad. That's a sign. The universe said, get your tail, go do some work. So really quickly, respect that fully. Thank you, Charles, for respecting it, because some men don't. But you will. You could either respect or you could get on. But I thank you, Charles, for saying that. You're a gentleman. I like that. You can find somebody, Charles. It just ain't gonna be me. Brittany says, thank you. Gina says, I gotta bounce, but I subscribe. Have a blessed day, sis. Thanks, girl. Okay, y'all. I'ma go. I don't want to go, but I'm gonna see y'all next time. Have a great day.